What's up, everybody? My name's Chris, and you're watching The Heritage Farmer. Welcome to the channel, everyone. As I've already said, my name's Chris, and this is the first installment of The Heritage Farmer. So this first video is going to be a little bit of an introduction to myself and what I do, why I do it, and then at the end, we're going to go out and we're going to start this year's field work. So this all started for me about 6 years ago when I got my first antique tractor, and it started out, I just wanted something to clean up a little bit, play with, take to tractor shows, and basically be a cool kid. But after I brought it home and started playing with it, started learning a lot, got on some Facebook pages and was seeing a lot of other international harvester equipment, I decided that I wanted to do something a little bit more. The tractor, when I bought it, it was a 1946 Farmall H. Still sitting right over there, and you're going to be seeing an awful lot more of it here. When I bought the tractor, it came with a Little Genius 2-bottom plow, an 8-foot disc, spring tooth harrow, Model 31 loader, which was on the tractor at the time, and a couple of attachments for the loader. And I got it all for a really, really good price. So right off the bat, I had everything I needed to get started farming. And like I said, at first I was just going to play around with it, but over the last couple of years I've decided that I want to try something different. I'm a big World War II buff, and I love the 1930s, I love the 1940s, and I decided that I wanted to try hobby farming with all vintage equipment. Everything has to be 1940s or older, and that's basically the point I'm at now. I've got a nice little collection. I think I'm around 20 or 25 pieces in the collection. There's 3 antique farm tractors, and the goal here is to use all of them and use all of this equipment the same way that our forefathers would have used them. I want to preserve the old ways, I want to preserve the equipment, and I want to show you how it's all done. Now, make no mistake, I'm not an expert. I didn't grow up crop farming. I grew up on a small horse farm. I've never done any crop farming before. So this has all been a learning experience for me. Like I said, I'm no expert, but every time you go out there and you play with this stuff, you learn a little bit more. And I hope that you can maybe learn a little something too. I hope maybe I can learn something from you. And most of all, I hope you enjoy. So let's go on out and let's get started with some work. So in these scenes, we are actually at my friend Ken's house. I've known Ken for a very long time, and he has graciously allowed me to basically come over to his large farm and plow up some of his ground, basically so I can play and have some fun. Now the tractor you see in this view is my 1946 Farm OH, and as I said earlier, this is the tractor that started it all for me. At some point in the future, I'm going to do another video on the history of this tractor, everything I've done to it, and everything I still want to do to it. But at this point, it's a very reliable machine. I use it several times a week for various farm chores, and it's my pride and joy. I love this old thing. And it is pulling a 1940 Mccormick Model 200 manure spreader. These can be a little bit hard to find, and I had to drive about 14 hours to find this one. But I'm really glad I have it. It's a really handy machine, and it looks really good behind the farm hauls. So in these views, we're back at my home place. This is actually the farm right across the road from where I live. And I've got an arrangement with my neighbors where I can go out and spread all of our manure from our barn on their fields. It's free fertilizer for them and gives me a chance to play with my toys. So what I just did here was I put the manure spreader into gear. Being that it is so old, this is a ground-driven model. The right lever controls the beaters, which you see spinning in the back, and that is a simple on or off. The left lever controls the speed at which the floor runs.